let's look at how to configure a DHCP server on Ubuntu Linux. I have two virtual machines that are both in a network that does not have any DHCP running. So I have manually configured the IP addresses. So when I look at the IP address, I can see this one is 10.0.2.10. So it's in the 10.0.2.0 subnet. And I want to make sure that I can set up the DHCP server. So first I need to install the DHCP server. So I'll do apt install ISC DHCP server. Once that's installed, I can go ahead and configure the server. So the server configuration files are in the etc DHCP directory. So I can see there's a dhcpd.conf file. So I'll go ahead and edit that. dhcp.conf. And there's a lot of information here. The first thing you see is it has this domain name, and I can change this. I am doing example.com, so I'll change the org to com and change this from right here to com and com. Ideally, I would actually set up some name servers, but we're going to go ahead and just leave it as is and go ahead and set up the subnet. Now you can see there's this subnet definition right here that is masked out. Another one right here. This is a very basic subnet declaration. I'm going to uncomment this one and look at what it says. So first of all, it has a range. And so when I have the range from beginning to end of what addresses are going to be handed out. This is the network or the subnet. So ours was 10.0.2.0 with a mask of 255.255.255.0, which is a /24 network. I want to give out the addresses from 10.0.2. Let's give them out from 100 all the way up to 200. So 10.0.2 to 200. All right, then we have this thing right here, which is our routers. So we only need one router, and we just want the IP address of the machine or the IP address we're getting out with. So I can do 10.0.2.2, I believe. And then I want to put all the rest of my configurations in there. These other configurations could include things like a WinS server or any service type things. So let's go back to the top again, and we're going to set our DNS servers. So I don't really have anything here, so I'll just go ahead and put 8.8.8.8 so that we have a server we can use to get out. All right. So right here we have one subnet. If you have multiple subnets, you can declare them there. And then if you are using Cisco routers, you can do the IP helper addresses. If you're doing anything else to forward it, you just want to make sure you forward it across. At this point, there's really nothing else to do, just more examples of how to do it. There is some examples right here about hardware addresses. So if we wanted to do a fixed hardware address, we could do that later. But we'll go ahead right now and just exit out and save this. And then we'll go ahead and start the DHCP service. So system, CTL, restart, DHCP, system, CTL, ISC DHCP server. All right, so and probably restart it. DHCPD is common in other versions of Linux, but now we should have the DHCP server running. All right. So at this point, we should be able to go over to this client machine, which is in the same subnet. And you can look at the IP address, so IP adder. and you can see that it is a 10.0.2.25. It is statically configured at this point. We want to go ahead and manually change it. So I'll go ahead and do wired settings. And in here, I'm going to switch to an automatic DHCP, apply that, turn it off, and back on again, and then let it try to get an address from the DHCP server and see if it works. So if I do IPAdder, now you can see it has an address of 10.0.2.100, which goes directly with our range that we have configured in the service over here. If I wanted to, I could change that to some different. Also, if I wanted to fix this one, I could pick a different number and have it specifically set. So if I use this MAC address right here, I can use it so it manually sets that MAC address. So I'll go ahead back and go over to the server. And in this configuration file, let's copy this example right here and go up here and make a configuration setting right here. So we'll call this RA host, call it example, or maybe we'll call it client. So client has a hardware address, and you can put it all in one line if you wanted, but let's change this hardware address to 08:00:27:14:E7:23, and you can have a file name if you want, and we can also give it a specific IP address. So if you go down here and you take a look, you can see there is a fixed address thing. So I'll do fixed address, but I will do an IP address instead. So fixed address. So 10.0.2. And we'll make this one be something outside of the range, just so we can see. And maybe we'll make this one 50. And make sure I uncomment that. And so now we have a hardware address that is supposed to map over to a fixed address. So we can exit that, restart our service, and go back over to the client machine. And the client machine now needs to restart its service as well. So we can go here, and we'll go ahead and turn it off. And so it should be cleared. We should be able to take a look at it and see there is no IP address. Just turn it back on again. And it should get us our new address. So you can see the 10.0.2.50. So now we have a specific address being assigned to us by our server using the hardware address. So this should get you started in setting up a DHCP server.